Hey guys, so today we're going to be discussing a letter that was written during World War I by a Chester Elmer Evans. Unfortunately, this letter didn't have an envelope when I purchased it, but I was able to still find some information on him, based on his name and some of the written content. But I do know that he was born on October 28th, 1889 in Illinois, and during the war he would serve with Company C, 2nd Engineers, and they would be shipped to France and would actually take part in various battles. The letter is filled with pretty interesting content. I mean, at least I think so. It actually discusses combat related topics, which is kind of rare to see in letters. They usually weren't allowed to be very descriptive and detailed when it comes to writing letters home. But somehow this one got past the censor, even though he wrote, about his combat experiences. Probably because it was after the war had ended. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll go ahead and get started with the letter. The letter reads, Toul, France, December 19th, 1918. Dear Uncle, I have just gotten up after taking a nap. I am feeling fine, but I guess I am getting lazy. You don't know how good it seems to crawl into a good bed. I have even got pajamas and a bathrobe, so you see I'm sitting pretty. Lots of nights, after hiking 20 or 30 kilometers in a steady old rain, we would stop in a wood for the evening. We would be wet to the hide, but my pal and I would throw down a shelter half for blankets and a shelter half over us, cover up our head and crawl in for the night, and I'll say we would sleep. I have not had a cold since being in France. I guess I am too tough. Some nights we did not get much sleep, for Jerry would take a notion to send over some gas. I'll say that is one article that I took good care of. I was never caught without it. While on the Argonne front, the Huns liked to shoot gas at us just about eating time. Sometimes our grub would be cold when the attack was over, but don't you think we did not pay him back? I had the pleasure of operating a machine gun on the Champagne front when the Huns took a notion to come over. I had enough ammunition to kill an army. We piled Germans up 2 and 3 deep. They found out it was too hot for them and retreated. It would have took a truck army to catch them. My sergeant and I took turns operating the machine gun, and I'll say we sure made it talk to them. Smithy would say, see the devils fall. I wish you could have saw a barrage that the artillery would put over just before we went over the top. I'll say it was one big noise. The 75, 150, 8-inch guns and machine guns all were going at the same time, and plenty of them. I'll say there was plenty of noise and excitement. We at times gave them a dose of their own medicine, liquid fire. Fierce stuff. Enough said. Just telling you a little. We'll finish when I return. As the boys say, war is fierce. Well, Uncle, the weather over here has been nice until the last week. We have been having lots of rain, and it snowed some today. I suppose if I was with my company, I would be sitting beside the Rhine doing a little guard duty. Everything is fine here. Plenty of good eats and good treatment, and I say it seems good. I went through the hardships without a grumble. Sometimes they were a little tough, but would not take a million for what I have seen, so you see how good it seems to be back to civilization again. My ankle is almost well. I can get around pretty good. They are sending lads home every week from here, so I don't think it will be long before I am with you again. Give little Albert a hug for me, and tell him to be a good boy, and I will bring him back a Bosch cap. Well, I suppose the old Berg is pretty fast. Suppose you will have a turkey for Christmas. I've just been thinking of the good old dinners I used to eat with you at Christmas time. I guess I will not be able to make it this year, but I will be Johnny on the spot in 1919. If I understand you correct, I have got an invitation from Auntie to take things easy. I think of you all often, but don't think I am homesick. Nope, not that kind of girl. Well, I must close. With lots of love to all, Chester E. Evans, Company C, 2nd Engineers, AEF, France, Base Hospital 87. Love to Mother and Dad. So that was the letter. As I said, the content was pretty interesting. It's not every day you see combat-related topics being written in these old letters. So I was pretty happy to come across this, and hopefully you guys thought it was interesting as well. Chester would return home to his family sometime after writing the letter, and he would pass away on September 30th, 1976, age 87. So I hope you guys enjoyed the letter. Make sure to keep an eye out for future videos. I have just loads and loads of other World War I and II letters I'll be posting over time, and So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.